This morning, Electrek is reporting that Tesla is planning Fremont factory shutdown for upgrades, opening new assembly line. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armen Hareyan from TorqueNews.com. If you are here for the first time, please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss my next story about Tesla and electric vehicles. Friends, according to Electrek, Tesla is currently undergoing major upgrades at Fremont factory, and now Electrek says they have learned that it is soon planning a shutdown as it is opening a new assembly line. When Tesla was forced to shut down its Fremont factory due to the virus, Electrek reported that Tesla is going to use the factory shutdowns to do upgrades and improve production at the site. We also reported that, and I think Tesla did the same in Giga Shanghai as well. The plans included a new tent-like structure for a new assembly line. Here's a quote. Now we are told that Tesla plans to do something similar for Model Y and deploy some production capacity under a sprung structure to go in operation when they can reopen the plant. This was then when Tesla Fremont was shut down. The strategy follows Tesla's famous GA4 assembly line built under a tent-like structure in 2018. At the time, Tesla received a lot of criticism from the unusual approach, but the new general assembly capacity helped Tesla increase Model 3 production to 5,000 units per week and accelerate Tesla's growth. Since March, Tesla's GA4 General Assembly 4 line has been focused on building Model Y vehicles instead of Model 3. The new structures have now been completed around the first massive tent based on pictures obtained by Electrek. Tesla is starting to move a lot of equipment under the new sprung structure. Now, Electrek has also learned that some workers were told that factory shutdown is expected by the end of the month in order to perform upgrades. By the end of the month, this means maybe next week. Tesla will likely use the downtime to prepare the production start of a new general assembly line that Tesla has referred to as GA 4.5 in building the permit applications. The upgrades will also aim to increase production capacity at the GA4 General Assembly 4. The GA4 production is known to feature less automation than Tesla's other production line inside the main factory at Fremont. Last month, Tesla CEO Elon Musk told employees that GA4 facility improvements were a, quote, top priority. Here is a quote from that appeal. Model Y, especially GA, stands for General Assembly, is the top priority for both production and manufacturing engineering. GA4 is also top priority for facility improvements. For those working in GA4, thank you for bearing with tough conditions. We'll get better fast. I will be walking the line personally every week. That's the end of the quote from Elon Musk. Before the 4th of July weekend break, the production line was achieving 200 vehicles per shift. Other improvements planned at Tesla Fremont factory include the installation of another mega press machine according to a building permit application recently filed by Tesla. Electrek thinks that it's not clear exactly when the factory shutdown or the downtime, let's put it that way, will happen, but apparently it's going to be around the end of this month. Fred Lambert's understanding is that some of the upgrades are disruptive enough that it will require shutting down production at large parts of the plant. It might just take a few days or a week. It's not clear at this time. Fred says he would argue that it is too early to understand the impact of Tesla's quarter. Yes, this is very important. It will affect production, but the automaker also hopes that it will increase capacity after they reopen, but it will take some time to ramp back up. We will follow up, of course, at this, and we'll let you know if there are any updates. and will bring it to you. So if the shutdown or the downtime is going to happen at the end of this month, obviously we will hear more about that, and friends, we will hear more about that in the media, and Torque News will report it. In any case, whether it's here's the main question: is this shutdown going to affect, or this downtime, is this going to affect the production and the quarter's results, or the upgrades and the quality and the rate of more cars produced by assembly line that was going to be improved? Will that offset the downtime? This is a question that we need to find out, and Torque News will keep an eye on this and keep our finger on the pulse of this and bring it to you. So it will be nice in 18 months time when this type of things won't be a big deal. Imagine that, with 3 or possibly 4 production facilities up and running, closing down one for a few days time to install new equipment will hardly be worth a big deal. What do you think? I mean, imagine, like, from what I understand is that the 3 or possibly 4 production facilities will be up and running, and Tesla basically closing down a new assembly line, one of the assembly lines, to install new equipment. How much is this going to affect the numbers? How much is this going to affect the deliveries and production per week? I also believe that it makes sense if Tesla does this at the end of this week, because then they can complete it within a week or so, or maybe 2 weeks. I don't know how long it will take. And then we're looking forward to have that event, the Battery Day and Investor Day in September 22nd in the Fremont factory. And Tesla said they're going to give people tour in the battery and in throughout the factory or something like that. So maybe they will show the new technologies, new equipment installed. So this is obviously going to benefit Tesla in the long run. Now, this is certainly interesting. Like I said, I really wonder what these improvements mean overall, as it seems like they are not just Model Y specific, but overall Fremont factory improvement. If Tesla is planning to build the semi truck or some parts of the batteries or anything like that at the Fremont factory, we will see these improvements applying probably the entire factory. If you have any thoughts or have heard anything, if you know anyone working at Tesla that may know any information you would like to comment, I would greatly appreciate your comments. I'll look forward to reading your thoughts on this. Now, people in discussion boards have different views on this subject. Of course, one person at Electrek says Tesla needs to upgrade its factory because it's running scared after all the customer complaints about poor quality, poor build quality, bad paint jobs, and panel gaps. I don't know if Tesla is scared, but if I was a company, I would be very careful, because the complaints about the quality are getting more and more. People are complaining, so and it's good to see that Tesla is taking quality issues seriously and upgrading the equipment to improve the quality. So this is a welcome move by Tesla, in my opinion. By the way, do you know that how Tesla's Fremont factory was decided in Fremont? It was going to be somewhere else. Tesla had planned for an assembly factory in Albuquerque, New Mexico originally, as a central location for shipping. Remember, Tesla is still looking for central location for shipping. This is why the Cybertruck's location is going to be more likely Austin, Texas, or maybe in Tulsa. We don't know yet, but we got good news from Austin giving Tesla some incentives and a incentives package. So Tesla still keeps thinking about central location. Now, the construction for the Fremont factory was supposed to begin in Albuquerque, New Mexico in April 2007, but was canceled. A separate greenfield factory to be built in San Jose, California was also announced. However, the cost was prohibitive and the company looked for alternatives. Tesla initially also dismissed a new MMI for being too big and costly. Some of the current facilities were operated as the GM Fremont assembly from 1962 and 1982 at Fremont, and between 1984 and 2009 was used by the new United Motor Manufacturing Incorporated, NUMMI, a joint venture between General Motors and Toyota. NUMMI yearly production peaked at 428,633 vehicles in 2006. Proposals to continue the site after 2010 included Aurica EVs, state incentives to Toyota, and a stadium, but none of them succeeded. In 2010, the mayor of Fremont viewed the site as dead. The plant is located in the South Fremont district next to the mud slough between the Warm Spring BART station and the California State Route 262 connecting I-880 and I-680. Union Pacific Railroad has trucks at the plant which carry finished cars. Rail freight transport is also used to receive batteries and Model 3 drivetrains from Tesla's Gigafactory 1. On May 20 of 2010, Tesla and Toyota announced a partnership to work on electric vehicle development and collaborate on the development of electric vehicles, parts and production system and engineering support. This included Tesla's partial purchase of the former NUMMI site, mainly consisting of the factory building for $42 million. Tesla officially took possession of the site on October 19, 2010 and opened it on October 27. The state of California has supported the renewal, expecting tax income from sustained jobs. The first retail delivery of the Tesla Model S took place during the special event at the Tesla factory on June 22nd of 2012, 8 years ago. Tesla started production with 1,000 workers by 2013. This had risen to 3,000 and to 6,000 people in June 2016. In 2016, preparing for Model 3 production, Tesla planned to increase their workforce to about 9,000 people. In fall of 2017, Tesla employed some 10,000 people at the Fremont plant, a number still being shared in June 2018. Friends, in addition to Tesla employees, the company uses contractors for various functions. Now, many large companies do that these days. And in May 2018, Elon Musk, in an apparent goal of reducing dead weight and raising efficiency and quality within its operation, decided to cut contractors and subcontractors, ordering staff to justify and personally vouch for contractors worth keeping. So now this all bodes really well with the Tesla's apparent goal to improve the quality of Tesla vehicles. It's nice to see that Tesla is taking this very seriously, and I don't know, some people call it a shutdown, some people call it a downturn, one assembly or two assembly lines being down while others are producing, maybe at increased rate. But I think in the long run, we're going to see Tesla vehicles greatly improve their quality, and we'll probably will see that during the battery day in September 22nd. Well, let me know what you think about these developments and what you know about these shutdowns or downtime. And in the meantime, this is Armen Hareyan from TorqueNews.com. Friends, have a wonderful rest of the day. God bless you. Take good care of each other, your families, and peace to all of you. See you soon in our next report. I'm looking forward to bring you a new report about Nissan Ariya that was launched today in Japan, and when it's coming to the United States and what range it is expected to have and what price in the United States. So look for that report coming soon.